I may steal that from you later. All right. All right. Okay. I'm going to hide this. Well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Oh, I know that was only the first time we've done that today, but I think we can maybe be a little bit louder, really give Shabbat a warm welcome. Let's try that again. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Oh, there we go. We're ready for Shabbat to start. We're so glad you're all joining us for this First Friday family-friendly service. We've got a lot of fun coming up. We've got a great service. We've got a fun story. And then, of course, afterwards we'll have dinner. And if you'd like to get a little wet, some fun in the sprinklers outside. It cooled off just in time for us to play in the sprinklers. But either way, it'll be a lot of fun. We're going to begin, as we always do, with these words of welcome and gratitude. We say, Hine matov umanayim, shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is that all of us are here together to celebrate Shabbat. So please join us. Matov umanayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad, hinei ma tov u'manayim. Shevet achim gam yachad, hinei ma tov u'manayim. Shevet achim gam yachad, hinei ma tov u'manayim. Shevet achim gam yachad. We're going to continue welcoming each other and Shabbat with Bim Bam, Shabbat Shalom. The words are really easy, so even if this one is new for you, Bim Bam, Shabbat Shalom. You'll catch on real fast. Bim Bam, Bim 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 Bam, Bim 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 Bam, Bim Bam, Bim 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 Bam, Bim 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 Bam. Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. We welcome Shabbat and other special times with light, with warmth and hope, and I'm happy to call up Carrie, Eliza, and Jonah to light our Shabbat candles for us.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher
On Shabbat, it is also a tradition for parents to bless their children. So we're going to continue with our family blessing. You have the option if you would like to come up to the ark. We're going to open up the ark. Or if you would like, if any kids are not with their parents, guardians, grown-ups, whoever you came with, please join them. And you can either stay wherever you are in the congregation, or you can come on up if you would like to be in front of the ark here, which we will open up. So anyone is welcome to come on up, or you can stay next to your kids. And kids, if you can rejoin your grown-ups regardless for this special blessing. And maybe you're not with your kids right now, but you are welcome to think of them or send your love their way. And I see some of you are standing. If it's your tradition to stand while the ark is open, you are welcome to do that. You may be standing for a little bit, so only if you feel comfortable to do so. Hi, everybody. This is great. It's really special to be on the bima and to be in front of the ark. So during this blessing, it's traditional for parents to place their hands on their kids' kepis, on their heads. So head is great, or anywhere that they are comfortable with having a hand on throughout the blessing. Beautiful. All right, I kind of moved the screen over here so you can also see. This first part of the blessing is traditionally said to boys, but you can say it's good to be like all of our wonderful figures in the Bible, so you can say this to whomever you would like. Let's give this a try in the Hebrew and the English. Yesimcha Elohim ke'Ephraim v'chi Menashe. May you be like Ephraim and Menashe. This next one is traditionally said to girls. Yesimcha Elohim kesara Rivka Rachel v'Leah. May you be like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. And this we can say to anybody. Be who you are, and may you be blessed in all that you are. And we'll continue with the priestly blessing, Pirkat Kohanim. So we'll keep working on that Hebrew and also the English. Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May God's light shine upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May you always be sure of our love, and may you always feel wholeness and peace. And we can all say together, Amen. You're welcome to stay up here as we sing together Shehechianu, this special blessing of how in this fleeting world where things can be a little busy and crazy, we have a moment to just pause and be grateful to be here in this moment together. So we'll sing together Shehechianu. Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. You can head back to your seats, and we'll say again, Shabbat Shalom, and welcome or welcome back to TBS. As you're heading back, maybe you can say Shabbat Shalom to someone you know or someone you don't know, and we can greet each other as a community. We'll now head into Lecha Dodi, our prayer of welcoming Shabbat. And I'd like to invite all of us to take a deep breath, maybe the deepest breath that we've taken all day. And maybe as we breathe in, we can think of something we want to keep from this week, something good that happened, something we're grateful for. For me, it's the cooler weather. I'd really like for that to stick around. And then as we breathe out, maybe something we need to let go of, or maybe something we need to hit pause on for the next 24 hours. Let's give that a try. Let's take a really deep breath in. Something to keep, something to stick with us. And then we'll, maybe something we need to let go of. We can do that as many times as we may need as we welcome Shabbat. But first we'll sing together, Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat, Nekabla, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat, Nekabla, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom umevorach, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom umevorach. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat, Nekabla. We'll continue with Baruch Hu, beginning with Am I Awake? We'll invite you, if you're able, to please rise. And I'd like to invite any kids who love Am I Awake or who remember all of the hand motions from Sunday school, or if you just want to get up on the bima and dance, you please come on up here. I'm going to need some help. Anyone who wants to help out with Am I Awake? We're going to stay standing if we're able and read on our screens. A great big love surrounds us, bigger than the biggest mountain, longer than the longest time. God is like a great big love around us and within us, teaching us Torah to our parents and to us. When we listen and learn, when we hear and understand, we feel God around us and within us, teaching us to love. We'll continue with Shema, feeling that love, that oneness around us. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Elohim. Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. You may be seated. We're going to stretch our Hebrew muscles with Ve'ahavta. Bechol levavcha, uvechol nafshecha, uvechol meodecha. Mitzavecha, hayom alevavecha, vishinantam levanecha, v'dibartam bam. V'shivtecha v'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uvshochbecha uvkumecha kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. Mantis keru, ma'asitem et kol mitzvotai, mitem kiddushim lelohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, lihiot lachem lelohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. We now head into our Micha Mocha prayer, recalling how when our Israelite ancestors sang this prayer, they were so grateful that God freed them from slavery in Egypt. So we want to take a moment to think about what you are grateful for this Shabbat. Why don't you take a moment to think about what you're thankful for and share it with the person next to you. What are you grateful for, Libby? Good. I'm glad you're good. I'm grateful that you're good. I like the Sesame Street shirt you have on. That's the Elmo and Big Bird. That's great. Is everyone done sharing already? Okay, great. No, share with each other. Share with each other. Okay, great. Excellent. Okay. Well, I just had a lovely conversation, and I'm grateful for that with Libby, and we're going to continue with singing Micha Mocha. May we have more reasons to feel that gratitude this Shabbat. Micha Mocha be'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha ne'tar ba'kodesh, lo ratehilot, o seifele, no ratehilot, o seifele, yum bidi bum bum bye bye, yum bidi bum bum bye bye, yum bye bye, yum bye bye, yum bum 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 bye bye, yum bidi bum bum bye bye, yum bidi bum bum bye bye, yum bye bye, yum bye bye, yum bum bye bye bye. Adonai yimloch leolam bye, leolam 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 bye, yum bidi bum bum bye bye, yum bidi bum bum bye bye, yum bye bye, yum bye bye, yum bum 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 bye bye. We're going to keep on singing together with Vishamru. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam be'rit olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam be'rit olam. Beini u'bein Yisrael oti oti le'olam. Sheshet Yamim Adonai Hashmayim et haaretz V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Dorotam Be'rit Olam Shabbat L'Dorotam Be'rit Olam V'ayom Hashvi Shabbat V'nafash Shabbat V'nafash Yishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat L'Dorotam Be'rit Olam Yishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat L'Dorotam Be'rit Olam. We'll ask again if you are able to please rise as we begin our Amidah prayers, starting with Adonai Sifatai. Side now. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu v'Imoteinu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanorah El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chastei Avot V'imahot, Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magin, Baruch atah Adonai, Magin Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah Atagi bor le'olam Adonai V'chayei ha'kol atarav le'hoshia Mechalkel chayim b'chesed Mechayei ha'kol b'rachamim rabim Somech noflim ve'rofei cholim Umatir asurim Umekayim emunato lishenei afar Micha mocha ba'al givurot umido melach Melech meimid umechaye umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'emana tala hachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayei hakol Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh U'kedoshim b'chol yom Yehalelu chasela Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. You may be seated. And now we'll take a few moments of quiet prayer where we maybe listen to that still small voice within us. We can ask ourselves, what are we grateful for on this Shabbat? And there are some readings in our prayer book we can use. We can use the words on our screen, or whatever's in our own heart is just as good. A few moments of quiet prayer. Oh, say shalom, Biroma. Sweetie. Oh, yeah, say shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'imru amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. 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 Yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Does this work? It does. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. All right. Well, is everybody ready for a story? Yes. Very exciting. We're ready? Okay, great. Yes, absolutely. So I usually am moving around a little bit more, but as you may have noticed, I'm 35 weeks pregnant, so I'm not going to be as mobile this time. I'm going to have a little seat right here, and if anyone would like just to come up a little closer and sit here, you can, as close as you want. But make sure you can still see the slides. Make sure you can still see the screen, because we have some amazing visuals here. Amazing pictures. Yes, not near the table because we have fire and some treats that we're going to have later. So I want to make sure everybody knows that I cannot take credit for these amazing slides. Rabbi Benji is world famous for his story slides, and I claim absolutely no credit for these. You can let him know how wonderful they are the next time you see him. So here's our story for this evening for Sprinkler Shabbat. This is Daniel. He's a house flipper. Does anyone know what a house flipper is? No? Anyone here know what a house flipper is? Any grown-ups know what a house flipper is who want to share? Anyone want to just shout it out?
He buys houses and then sells them at a profit.
Yes, he buys houses and sells them at a profit. That's absolutely right. And he really loved to do that with all kinds of houses. Even a maybe famous one as well. Lots of houses that Daniel loved to flip and maybe make a little bit better, a little bit nicer, and then sell them for a little bit of money. Now, Daniel also really liked a fixer-upper. He really liked a house that needed a lot of work. And when he found this lovely house, he thought, wow, this is the perfect house for me to make a little bit better. And maybe someday I will sell it. But first, I want to live in it for a while because it's just got so much charm and it looks really, really special. One of the things that this house that made it so special was that it didn't have electricity. And you know, Daniel didn't mind reading by candlelight or using his iPhone 16 Pro Max that he got from selling a lot of houses. But there was one thing that he wasn't crazy about when it came to this house. There was also no water. What are some things we need water for when we live in a house? Yes. To drink. Yeah, we need to drink water. What else, Sadie? The toilet, yes. That would be a little bit difficult without any water. A little stinky. Anyone else? What else do we need water for? To get clean, yes, when we need to take a shower. Absolutely, yeah, Ellis.
And you would just basically die.
Yeah, we really need water. It's very, very important. Yes, we need to drink water. We need to shower. We need to wash our hands. Bathroom, all sorts of things. So Daniel went right onto Facebook Marketplace, the place you go for everything. Yes, there's also no electricity. I know, it's a problem.
Marketplace is on electricity.
Oh, that is true. That's a good question. Well, maybe he used his iPhone. I don't know. He went to his local library and got online there. Good catch there, Ellis. We're going to ask Grandma Benji about that when he gets back with the slides. And search for a person to bring him water. Not very specific, but there were two kids who decided, you know what, this could be a great way to get some extra money to buy my own iPhone 16 Pro Max. Their names were Shlomo and Avi. And Shlomo and Avi were very excited by this idea to bring some water. So you can see Daniel here in this house that looks so nice and fancy with Shlomo and Avi, and he says, you both responded to my Facebook Marketplace ad at the same time. You both get the job. Congratulations. We'll have a little contest for a few weeks, and we're going to see who's better at bringing in this water. You both responded. You have equal qualifications, which is none because you're both kids. So we're going to be very fair about this and see who can bring the most water. So the next morning, early as the sun was rising, clearly this house was in a beautiful location, Avi and Shlomo took their buckets right into the lake to fill them up and bring that water to the house.
It's yucky water.
It is yucky water, but for the purposes of the story, we're going to pretend that it is A-okay. So Avi, on the left here, he worked really hard to get that water to the house, but there were some holes in his bucket. Uh-oh, it was not the best bucket that there was. Yeah, so there were some small holes. So what happened to the water as he was walking to the house? It went through, exactly. So he would get back to the house and there wouldn't be a lot of water. So he had to go back and forth a lot of times. But Shlomo, he had a fancy bucket, and all he did was he just went once, and all of his water was still full in that bucket, and he only had to do it once, and he was good. So they did this for a whole month, and it never occurred to Avi to buy a new bucket. They both liked their job, but Avi had to work a lot harder because he was going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth that same path from the lake to the house many times a day. Does that sound exhausting? Yeah, that sounds very tiring to me as well.
Maybe he can use the bucket for a shovel to like put it on. Then when you put the shovel, it turns on.
Yeah, that could have been a smart way to use the bucket. Yeah, for a shower. I love that. Yeah, so time was up. At the end of a month, the time was up, and the contest was over. So Daniel said, Avi, Shlomo, come into the house. We're going to see who won the contest. Who do you think won the contest, by the way? Shlomo. Why do you think Shlomo won?
Because he had a very good bucket.
He had a very good bucket, sure. Okay, he really didn't have to spend a whole lot of time because his bucket was fully working.
Avi, I remember the story.
You remember the story? No spoilers.
Avi.
So Daniel was about to tell Shlomo that he won the contest. We're going to see who won this contest about watering for the house. So he's about to tell Shlomo, the one with a good bucket, you guys all had a great guess, that he won the contest, but then he noticed something outside. Yeah, water just like that. He noticed something outside that caught his eye. He saw that amazing flowers were growing on the way from the house to the lake and back. Oh, thank you. I'm good. You can have that. No, good. Why do you think there were flowers growing?
Because Avi's bucket was leaking.
Because Avi's bucket was leaking and you were going to say that? So what happened when Avi's bucket was leaking? It made the flowers grow. That's right. So when Avi was walking back and forth with his broken bucket, he thought that maybe he wasn't doing enough or he wasn't doing a good job, but actually he was watering a path for flowers to grow, and he had no idea. And you can see him there watering his bucket with his bucket full of holes, creating those flowers. And Shlomo there in the middle, he's bringing his bucket once. And are there any flowers growing where he's walking?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Look at his path.
That's true. That's true. There are maybe some flowers, but we know it didn't come from his bucket, or maybe it splashed over once or twice. It definitely came from Avi. So Daniel realizes how wonderful this is and didn't want to turn anybody away. So he says, you can both work here. Shlomo, you will be in charge of the water. Yeah, it is. And Avi, you can be the gardener, and you can grow things for everyone in town. So everyone was happy, and everyone had a great job. Shlomo was in charge of the water, and he brought the water to the house. And then Avi was able to be a gardener, and he made sure with his bucket, which maybe we thought was broken, but actually wasn't broken at all. He was able to grow flowers that were so tall, they were as tall as he was. Isn't that magical? That's very cool. So what can we learn from this story? What do you guys think we can learn from this story? Anyone nearby? No? What can we learn from this story? Or anyone out in the congregation who has an idea? What can we learn from this? Sometimes the littlest details can turn into something beautiful. I love that. Absolutely, Izzy. I'm into that. Anyone else? So I think you are absolutely, I don't think there's a wrong answer, but I think you are absolutely on track with what we were thinking about, especially since we will be celebrating with sprinklers a little bit later. Sometimes we get so busy with our lives, or school, or camp, or maybe watching the news, or reading the news, or doom scrolling, and worrying about the world, that we forget to see the blessings around us. There's this wonderful Rabbi Heschel, who once said, just to be is a blessing, just to live is holy, which I think is a beautiful idea of gratitude and a place that we can all start from. And then when we start from that place, we can see those flowers everywhere. And even if we think that our bucket is a little bit leaky, there's actually those blessings that we can always find around us, that we can always be grateful for. Maybe things that we never even considered seeing. And there's another tradition for us to find 100 blessings every day. 100 things to be grateful for. Yeah, we'll do that very soon. Yes, absolutely. Can you guys think of what's something to be grateful for? You thought about it earlier, but what's something that you're grateful for? Your toys? Yeah, what else?
My dad.
Your dad. You want to say that in the mic?
My dad.
Very nice, Sadie.
Preschool.
Preschool.
My whole family.
Your whole family. Anyone over here want to share something they're grateful for? Something you're thankful for?
God.
God, that's good. Let's just do one each. Let's just do one each so we have time for everybody.
Dad.
God, very nice. Anyone else want to share something you're thankful for? No?
Our community.
Our community, that's a really
DoorDash.
Okay, I'll allow it.
I have no idea.
You have no idea what you mean. You'll think of something. Anyone else want to share something that they're grateful for?
I love my doggy. Same as Abby, my dog, my family, and the most favorite kind of toy of mine. Yeah.
Okay, so these are all things we can be grateful for, and we can find even more, maybe even 100 every single day. So we'll say Shabbat Shalom. If you are sitting up here, you can reach join your families or wherever you were sitting. And we'll have more next time. Yes. Use your words, Libby. Did you want to say something? Want something you're grateful for? I have no idea. So I'll switch over here. As we continue on with our service, speaking of gratitude, we'll take a moment and send that love and that energy out as healing for all those, so many who are in need of healing and of wholeness, of body, of mind, and of spirit. This evening, our community is especially thinking of Zaini Abdullahi, Rabbi Jonathan Adler, and Jonathan Agan. We're thinking of Sarah Bates, Margie Block, Ron Bragg, and Lindsay Brilson. We're thinking of Marcy Karen, Marge Serrani, Keith Clark, Bruce Cohen, Stephen Cohen, Ella Dubrow. We're thinking of Sam Edelman, Carrie Eschler, Babette Feibel, Marilyn Friedman, Lily Galvin, and Alan Goldberg. We're thinking of John Golden, Lev Heschel, Ben Batami Yaakov, Debbie Hiltbrand, Rich Holsinger, Eliana Kubler, Beth Jasalowitz. We're thinking of Dan Lang, Mary Luckton, Kathy Matthews, Mary McDonough, Minna Melton. We're praying for the healing of Nechama Michaela Batshena Hava Vehonan Gedalia, Brian Mason, Phyllis Miles, Naomi Miller, Sarah Morris, Frank Murdoko, David Paragas, and Lisa Pena. We're thinking of Jeremy Phelan, Ian Phillips, Rashi Pristowski, and Jessica Rathkopf. We're thinking of Joe Reif, Willa Rorba, Ross Rosenberg, Maya Rossio, Rolf Sauer, Rita Sella, Yafa Schnitzer, Aliza Sinkinson, Tina Goodman, Rachel Vieira, Jerry Young, and Ozzy Zimmer, as well as anyone else who you are thinking of for healing. You're welcome to share their name at this time or think of them in your heart.
On Facebook, we have Josh Halperin, Larry Gooden, and Jane Schneider.
Thank you, Becca. For those of you on streaming, we shared the names of everyone you mentioned. Any other names that we'd like to share for healing? For anyone and everyone in need of healing, we'll pray together. Misha Berach. We're going to invite you, if you're able, to please rise for Aleinu as we begin concluding our service. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula yotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kamishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, V'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei Malach Malkei Malachim Kadosh Baruch Hu. Hahu Bayom Hahu Yiyah Adonai Echad Ushemo Ushemo Echad. There are stars up above, so far away, we only see their light long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we love as their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. And the stars that light up the darkest nights, these are the lights that guide us. And as we live our days, these are the ways we remember. As we approach our prayer of memory, Kaddish Yatom, we first take into our hearts those whom we have lost within the last 30 days on our Shloshim. We remember Michael Abbott Grossman. We're also recalling those whom we lost at this season in years past in our observing yahrzeit as we remember with love Martin Alper, Nissan Barlev, Violet Cohen, Nancy Frank, Sally Goldberg, Adolph Goldsmith, Luda Kagan, Marilyn Lader, Fanny Lansky, Louise Murray, Geraldine Parsons, Jefferson Payne, Alvin Roth, Maxine Schwartz, Sydney Schwartz, Maurice Wernick, and Isidore Wise. If there's a name of someone whom you are remembering this evening, you're welcome to share it or think of them in your heart. Thank you. For each of them and for all those who have no one left to say Kaddish for them, we'll recite together. Yit Gadal ve'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah be'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael ba'gala uv'izman kari ve'imru Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lalmei almaya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Osei shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to Israel, to all the world, and let us say together, Amen. You may be seated, and I'm happy to invite up Vicki, one of our board members and chair of our religious school parent committee, to share some announcements with us. And I'm sorry this is last week's, but I think most of it is still pretty updated to what's coming up. You're welcome to sit down if you want, but you don't have to.
No, okay. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I love that. Thank you. So the first announcement is an event that is happening this Sunday at 4 p.m. It's a screening of the October 8th documentary in observance of Tisha B'Av. And then later this month, our Maj Mavens will meet in the social hall at 10 a.m. on Sunday, August 17th for Maj and mimosas. Even if you don't know how to play, it's a great time, so come and learn or just come and socialize. And then last, please plan to join us on Thursday, August 21st for our community security trainings led by Jewish Columbus's Security Liaison, Steve Flowers. Those are happening at 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. As always, you can visit Shul Cloud to check out your latest weekly window or speak to our staff to learn about and to register for all upcoming programming. Thank you, Shabbat Shalom, and we look forward to having you join us in the social hall after services for dinner and outside for some sprinkler fun on the back patio. You may not.
Thank you, guys. All right, we're going to continue with Kiddush and Motzi. Is anyone really wanting to do Kiddush? Anyone really want some grape juice? Over B'nai Mitzvah age. Over B'nai Mitzvah age. Over B'nai Mitzvah age. You'll have for the first time your B'nai Mitzvah. No, just me. Okay, then join me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu come up, you are agreeing that we're going to, first of all, stay away from the fire. We're going to hold off on taking candy. We're not taking candy yet. And we're going to do motzi first, and then by coming up, friends, by coming up, we're also agreeing to only take one piece of candy, but we're not taking candy yet. Okay, we're not taking candy yet, but first we are all going to gather around the challah. Anyone want to put a hand on the plate? Hand on the plate,
I don't like it.
Okay, then you don't have to have it. After we say motzi over the challah. Ha-motzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Ha-motzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. You can take a small piece of challah so everyone can have some, and one piece of candy to not ruin your dinner. And we're going to end and conclude our service with Tree of Life. Shalom, 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 shalom. There's a tree of life to those that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. There's the tree of life to those that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. Shalom, shalom, it's a tree. Shalom, 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 a tree of life. Shalom, shalom. Eitz chaim hi lemachazikim b'matom ha'me'ushar. Eitz chaim hi lemachazikim b'matom ha'me'ushar. Shalom, 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 shalom. Shabbat Shalom. That concludes our service. Please join us downstairs for dinner and sprinkler and outdoor fun.